All right, hey guys, I am here at the Dogwood Street access, which, if you are familiar with Seaside, is just on the east of the Seaside property boundary lines. So this is the first public beach access east of Seaside, and it's a gorgeous day, a little bit chilly today, but I want to show you guys 103 Cypress Hill. This home, like I said, is just on the outskirts of Seaside, but what you get for the price is really a pretty sweet deal. It's a 3-bedroom, 3 full bath house, about 1,800 square feet on almost a quarter of an acre lot. No HOA dues because you're not in the HOA, but literally a short stroll to this beach access, to all the little shops, food trucks, amphitheater in Seaside. Just a great location, and want to show you guys around. I think it's got a lot of potential, so we're going to spin it around and take a look. All right, so you can see the public boardwalk right behind me, and I'm going to spin this camera around. And for those of you that are familiar, that is the 395 light, which is probably, I don't know, 400 yards away. And then about, I would say maybe just over a quarter of a mile is, Seaside. So as far as the food trucks and everything like that. So this is Dogwood Street right here. And I'm gonna keep this part short, but I wanted to show you because this is the pathway that the owners and guests take to the house, which sits on a little dead-end street. You can see the Seaside town entrance sign right there. So again, this is Dogwood Street, and worth pointing out are, all of these fairly new construction 3-4 story homes that have, for the most part, sold over the last 3 to 4 years, for 5, 6, 7 million, whatever the case may be. So you can see all these big time rental properties right here. And what we're gonna do is go right up here to this street and hook a left. All right, so I'm about 5 houses off of 30A, so not far at all. And spin this around so you can see. So Cypress Hill is a dead-end road with about 4 houses on it, and it's sandwiched in between Seaside and Dogwood Street. So you can see that van that's coming up right there. They are coming out of Seaside right now. And so this home is right next to the Seaside entrance and exit. All right, so again, there's the Seaside boundary line. There's your dead end side, no turnaround. Dead end on this road as well. So this is a really quiet, gravel, private street that has, I believe, 5 homes on it. So coming up right here on the left-hand side, all right, so here is 103 Cypress Hill. Just show you the surroundings. You can see 3-car driveway, and you can see that white fence right there. That's where the dead end is. And so the house just on the other side of that sits right on 30A. So this is your traditional old Seagrove cottage house. And they've got some nice oak trees and magnolias kind of canopied over the house. Look at the covered front porch. Got some towel racks for when you get back from the beach. All right, so the floor plan is set up with the living room and the dining room adjacent to one another. Look at the natural hardwood floors. You have owner's lockout closet to the left, stairway up to the master on the second floor. One more look back at the front door. Okay, and then to the right is going to take us out to what is now a hot tub deck space. All right, so here's a look at your kitchen, which they do have some updates as far as the backsplash and appliances. The way it's set up right now, they have washer and dryer to the left, and then you have these mirroring bedrooms to the left and to the right. This bedroom to the right shares this full bath. So that door comes right inside this bathroom. So this house is listed for $1,825,000. It is just under 1,800 square feet. So the price is right at $1,000 per square foot, which there are comparable sales that will support that value. It is a 3-bedroom, 3 full bath. Rental projections, anywhere from 100 to 140, but more importantly than the real rental projections are the rental actuals. And this home has 4 years of proven rental income of, right at 90,000 plus. So this house will produce 90,000 in gross rental income and maybe more. I didn't dissect the week to week how many owner stays there are, but definitely 90,000 is proven. So up here on the second floor now, this is going to take us into the master, and then you also have access to the second floor deck. So good sized master bedroom, as you can see, and plenty of natural light, which I am a big fan of. So plenty of natural light coming from the west. Got these built-ins on both sides, and then double doors to that closet. Another one here, which is an owner's lockout, and then your master bathroom, excuse me, which they have updated some recently in terms of the paint and the pedestals and different things like that. So it looks good in there. So stepping outside, so this section is covered right here, which they currently have set up with a little swing chair. Some Adirondack chairs on this side, which would be sunset facing. And then you have this spiral staircase leading us up to the perch. All right, so you have plenty of room up here for 4 chairs. And as I spin it around, you can kind of see these canopied oaks that climb up to this 3rd level. And then what you're looking at now is you're looking over Seaside. And so you do have Gulf views. So you'll have some really great sunsets from here, and then a look at the surroundings. One thing I think is worth pointing out, which probably doesn't apply to the majority, but you can see all these new construction. These were investment builds, and you know, you're talking about 5,000 square feet minimum, you know, some 6,000 plus, and $900 a square foot for, you know, a house of that size is certainly not out of the equation. So what I'm getting at is you're talking about a, you know, almost a 1/4 acre lot here that has a structure already on it for 1.8 million, you know, where you'll probably be able to build a house on this lot at some point that will have equity in it, you know, once it's built, because the values around Seaside are going to be the last to go down, and, you know, one of the first to go up. So what we will do now is we'll go around back and take a look at the backyard. All right, so we are going to head to the backyard, but one thing I wanted to point out as I am getting information back from the listing agent is that you could put a pool over here on this side if you wanted to. It would be a small plunge pool, but I will have renderings to show you for that. And then you can see that this house has a decent sized little backyard and side yard as far as the setbacks are concerned. So there's some room for creativity back here, whether it be AstroTurf, some cornhole, you know, things like that. You do have your outdoor shower back here. So you've got an outdoor shower. The exterior was just painted, so you can really go around the entire house and see that the paint looks really good on the outside and the inside for the vast majority. You've got a owner's closet for beach supplies, chairs, you know, boogie boards, things of that nature.